Alright, so in this video, I'm showing you how to build an irresistible GoHighLevel offer using a proven framework by Hormozi himself, and the kind of offer I've used and has made people stop hesitating and just say yes. Because one thing to get in mind is that if your offer isn't converting, it's not bad luck. It's because your offer is too weak to demand attention. And that's the harsh truth no one really wants to say out loud. But here's what frustrates me the most. Most people stay stuck for months, even years, tweaking prices, adding features, this and that, right? When the real problem was the offer the entire time. I wish someone would have just sat me down when I first started and just made me watch this video you're gonna watch now. So that's why I'm recording it. Let's get right into it. Okay, welcome to the best video you will watch on how to create the perfect offer for you to sell to your followers, right? So we're gonna go over how to create the perfect offer. So I'm making this video, and by the end of this video, I guarantee you will know exactly what to sell in the most optimized fashion to your followers. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so one of the main things to keep in mind when creating the best offer is value. Okay, so I thought I'd just break it down what value is in like a mathematical way, just for you to conceptualize what it means. Because when you say add value to something, what does that actually mean? And Hormozi broke it down in this way. I think it's genius, right? So value is dream outcome times likelihood divided by time delay times effort. So that means for you to create the most valuable offer, you want to increase, so make dream outcome as high as possible, likelihood as high as possible, but time delay low as possible, and effort as low as possible. That makes sense because if you divide by a smaller number, you get a larger outcome. Okay, so larger, more, so you get more value, right? So dream outcome, you want this to be clear with your offer. So sell who they will become, not what you do, right? So think about your customer, right? If they were to consume your product or service, what is the end result? What are they trying to, what are they looking for essentially? What's that thing, that pain point that you can fix? And you want to maximize dream outcome. Now, likelihood. Now, you want to make it clear to them that the likelihood of them achieving their dream outcome is very high. You do that with testimonials. You do that with proof. Now, you may be thinking, Harris, I got no proof. What do I do? All you do, just give your product or service once you've made it, built it, give it to someone for free for a couple of days, maybe someone you know, business people, maybe just normal people who you know, or whatever. Let them try it out and give you proof and testimonials of it working. Okay, now you want to minimize time delay and effort and sacrifice, right? So you want to make it so speed is value, first result in the first 48 hours. So if you can minimize the time that it takes for someone to achieve their dream outcome, that's a more valuable proposition, right? If I can create a program where I can make you lose 2 stone of weight in the least amount of time, that's more valuable than if I said 4 or 5 years, right? So time delay, then effort. So once they purchase or whatever they do, you want to make this process from them purchasing onwards not be very high effort for them to achieve their goal. Like, let's say they sign up, you want an automated email to go through so they know they've confirmed. You want to make sure that they have their nutrition plans if you're doing that. You want to make sure the whole sequence, they're not chasing you. The effort is done. Like, a lot of it should be done for them. Okay, just think about that. Low effort. So I just made this slide because I think it's good to visualize what value is before we go into the components of what makes the best offer humanly possible. So that is just the foundation. Now on the next slide, I think I visualize it just a little bit better without the equation. So the bigger and more vivid the future you paint, the more someone will pay to get there, okay? And perceived likelihood, every claim needs proof, case studies, testimonials, screenshots. Doubt kills sales. This is like something I had to learn the hard way. Doubt kills sales. And then time delay. You want the perceived time delay. It may take a while. I'm not saying just make something crappy and then so you can deliver it quick. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying you can have something that will take time, but look how we can linguistically frame it here. So 12-week program sounds a bit long. This is better. First result in 48 hours. So like, oh my god, time delay is now minimized. 48 hours, 2 days away, I'll see results. Full transformation in 12 weeks. Do you see what that's done? It's minimized the time delay. Just by using linguistics, like we could say 12 weeks, but we minimize time delay, right? Now, effort and sacrifice. Every step they had to figure out something themselves is a reason they quit. Try remove friction obsessively. If there's anything where you want to cut corners, please don't in your offer, because we're going to create the best offer for you customized, right? If there's any part where you can cut corners, just don't. So now we define value. Let's go into what makes a great offer. Okay, so you need to really try engage with this and get your notepad out and let's get to work. Cool. All right, this is genius. Okay, so the lead magnet. Now, what is a lead magnet? What the hell does a magnet have to do with a lead? What is a lead? In business, a lead just basically means a customer that's not a customer yet. Like all your followers are leads, I guess. You can just kind of replace this simply lead with customer magnet. All right, that's just simple. Cool. So a lead magnet is something you give away for free, right? Which then builds trust, which then warms someone up to then become a buyer. If you just go, if you've got you got cold customers, cold audience, right? They're not ready to spend money, right? You want to turn that cold audience into a warm audience, and you warm someone up by giving something away for free. And then in their head, they're like, okay, this influencer just gave me this for free, and it was quite good. Like it's pretty damn good. Imagine what their paid is like. That's if you get someone to think like that and think that, you've won. They will pay. Okay, so this is now. Get your notepad out. Think of a lead magnet. Think away something you can give away for free to initially bring them in. This is not the whole offer. This is hopefully it solves a problem, but not completely. So solves one problem completely, right? But then it creates a brand new problem. So it's not a taster, it's a real result so they can keep forever. That's the whole part of the lead magnet. That's why it makes it so powerful. And it attracts your ideal customer. So think of your ideal customer. This free thing attracts this type of person. It repels the wrong people, makes right people lean in hard. Okay? And then hopefully once they fix this problem, it leads on to a second problem, right? And then this creates a brand new problem, one that only your paid offer solves. And that's the bridge. We're creating the bridge of trust. Okay? Build of trust. And then this earns trust before the pitch. They experience your value before spending a penny. And I promise you, with this build trust and the fact that you're an influencer, which people have perceived trust of influencers anyway, you're going to smash it. Okay? So this is the lead magnet. Now, I would recommend watch this video to the end and then come back and watch it again, okay? And then you can start writing ideas down, because maybe right now, maybe hard in the moment when I haven't explained everything to think of something for free. So I'll tell you something that I did to realize what to sell. I got a notepad. I'm kind of old school like that. I got a notepad and a pen, mind mapped, right? I just mind mapped everything I'm good at, everything I thought I was good at, just literally anything. It doesn't have to be like super businessy. Are you really good at psychology? Could you help someone learn a language? Can you help someone read a holy scripture? Can you help someone with marketing? What are you good at? I promise you, if you've lived enough life, you're good at something. I remember when I started, I thought I'm not good at anything. I've come out of school. What do I know? But I did know. And if you don't know, I'm sure you do, because you've got a following and you're definitely good at something. Maybe you can create something about content creation. You're good at something, I promise. So just mind map that out. Okay, so that's the first part of this genius sequence to create the perfect offer. So think of it like a 4-piece jigsaw. We've completed the first part of the 4-piece jigsaw, which is the lead magnet. Cool. Now this is the big boy. This is a big boy. Let me go in. Let's go green for this, because this is a big boy. It's more yellow. Let's go green. There you go. Grand Slam offer. Okay. An offer so differentiated, it creates a category of one. You versus nothing, not you versus a competitor. Okay, so what is a Grand Slam offer? Okay, so just think of it like this. Maybe write this down at the top of your page in massive writing. You want to create an offer so good, people feel stupid saying no. Okay, people feel stupid saying no, right? That's what Hamosi taught me, and that's what I'm telling you now. People want to feel stupid because it looks so incredible. People are like, why the hell wouldn't I join? Okay, so map out every problem first. So this is like the steps I did. So map out every problem before, during, and after the purchase. Turn problems into the solutions, how to fix it. Like I said, what are you good at? How can you fix problems? Assign a delivery vehicle. So how are you going to deliver? You solving this problem, is a one-on-one, is a template, are you selling a product, blah blah blah. Remove high effort, low value items, okay? And then layer the enhancers. Add these things here, which we're going to go into anyways. So don't worry about this. This is for later. Let's give you an example. Let's say this is the most easy one. Let's say you want to do fitness plans, right? Or coaching. So coaching is here, right? Now put coaching and then put a mind map around it, right? Now, I don't want you to think realistically. I just want you to just let your creative juices flow, okay? If you are a customer, okay, remember, category of one. What would you do? What perks, what added value would you add, okay, to make it one of one? Like, how insane can you go with it? Okay, so like so with that mind map, what value can you add? Okay, so coaching, that's the main part, but then could you also give weekly one-on-one calls, one-on-one calls? Can you do coaching? Can you give them a free t-shirt once they join? Go through the whole process from before, during, and after purchase. Where at every stage can you give value? Okay, value, 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 value. Let me write it. Oh, this is terrible. Value. Okay, one of the most important ingredients to add inside the Grand Slam offer is the guarantee. Guarantees can 2 to 4x. Think about that for a second. 2 to 4x conversion uplift from guarantee alone. Okay, so you can have different types of formulas. I wouldn't have an anti-guarantee. I would have a conditional, unconditional. Conditionals basically, I'll give you a guarantee if you complete XYZ, then the guarantee unlocks. So complete modules plus no result equals refund, right? Or an unconditional, which is like crazy powerful because then that eliminates all risk. Full refund, no questions. It has the highest conversions, some refunds, but it's still worth it. Okay, so that's an unconditional offer. Now, you don't have to just guarantee money back. You can guarantee satisfaction. You can guarantee this is pretty cool. Imagine guaranteeing if they don't get the result of your offer, you will work with them one-on-one for free until they do. Now, just imagine someone reading that and thinking, if I invest this and it doesn't go right, this person is going to make sure it goes right. Just imagine what that does to someone psychologically. They're thinking, this is a crazy offer, I need to get it, this guarantee is insane. That's where you get these absurd results of 2 to 4x returns from guarantees alone. Okay, so I hope I've sold it to you. This is an example of like a conditional formula for guarantee. Get your notepad and plan out an unconditional and conditional offer and make sure it is insane. Let's go on to the next one. Is scarcity and urgency. You want this, the big thing with this, people fake it. You ruin it if you fake it. This has to be real, real, real. You guys are influencers. You have such high demand. You can sell a high ticket and make people, you can sell out by selling a high ticket thing by having this scarcity and urgency. This will make people from like, should I buy it? Should I not? The guarantee is pretty decent. The offer's there. But you know what? This offer and guarantee is this offer and guarantee is gonna be there next week. Let me click off this, go on TikTok and scroll. Because this offer is gonna be here same time next week. If I want to, I'll go buy it next week. You've lost the sale. You've just lost the sale. That person's never coming back. But boom. Second scenario. The offer is really good. The guarantee is solid. But crap, if I don't buy it now, and it's real, because last time they did this, they actually did close. If I don't buy it now, I'm actually in competition with someone else that wants to buy it. I can't go scroll TikTok. I can't go do those things because this place, this thing, this offer is going to go. So I need to buy it. So now you just converted someone else 50-50 or even less than that to now purchase. Okay. So scarcity, supply limit, only 10 spots available, whatever you want to have. Calculate the math of how much you want to make a month. see what you're comfortable with. To find exactly how many clients you can serve well, then advertise that number honestly. Real scarcity is more powerful than any fake countdown timer. Then urgency, price goes up Friday, you can choose either one. If the deal ends Friday, it ends Friday, okay? Real deadlines convert. It destroys trust permanently. You sound like a sellout if you said, "Oh, this closes in 5 days," and then 6 day there's more space. Like, what the hell is going on, right? So urgency. So you want to add this into your offer. Now, what's the next thing you want to add? So this is the fourth one you want to add in. So this is the third one you want to add in. Okay. Okay. So this is one's also important is the free bonuses, right? So the value of the bonuses should eclipse the value of the core offer. Now, just imagine if the bonuses are so good, the customer feels that the price of those bonuses should be more than the actual price for your core product, and you're giving away for free inside the product. Now, imagine what goes through someone's head, plus the amazing guarantee, plus the scarcity, crack the code. Okay, so here's some pointers or tips on making your bonuses, right? So add a premium benefit driven name. Okay, so like don't just say bonus PDF, add a cool name to it. Okay, each bonus should kill one objection. So map out your top 5 objections, then build bonuses around them. So if you're struggling to think of bonuses, there you go, just helped you out. Now always attach a price tag to your bonuses. Now this is genius. I'll show you on the next slide how to do this. Okay, tool or template beats training, low effort plus high value, max value equation score. We've already spoke about that before. Stack them at one time. By bonus 5, saying no feels completely absurd. Okay, so imagine you had like a core offer, then you added free weekly calls, free one-on-one, free not free one-on-one, free X, free plus free Y, please blah blah blah. Insane. So how do we add the price tag? How do we do that? So let's say you have a core offer here, right? Imagine, so here's your core offer, right? And then underneath your core offer, you have plus bonus X value in brackets value £500, bonus Y value £200, bonus Z value £900. Then if you put here total value, then you show them what if you add these all up, how much would it be? Total value is 1,600, and they're getting it for free. Now just imagine this price is actually more than the price of your core offer. That's what I'm saying. Insane. Makes people think, what the actual hell? This offer is absurd. I'm getting it now. Okay? So that's how you do that. Now this is one thing I'll say to people is charge more. You actually can sell more as well. Because higher prices is higher perceived value. The more someone pays, first thing, more someone pays, if they pay a big payment, they're going to be more engaged with that thing because they made a large investment, okay? And bigger client results. Those who pay most attention, okay? Charge a fraction of the result. If you create value, if you create 10k value, not a grand is a steal. It's not the price. Anchor high first. Everything else becomes a discount by comparison. Never lead with your real price. So it's all the sales psychology you need. So the reason for this is that you want to have a product, okay, that actually, you know what? If you're interested in that, if you're interested in genius sales psychology, watch that video, okay? Never compete on price, compete on value. Compete on value until there's no comparison. You're in a category of 1, okay? So don't be scared to charge more. Okay, because I've asked a lot of you. I've told you to add free bonuses. I've told you to add a guarantee. I've told you to add scarcity. I've told you to add a grand slam offer, right? So if you do those things and charge £20, you're not going to get very far. You're not going to go very far. So charge more, okay? So if your price makes you uncomfortable, you're probably closer to the right number than you think. Raise it, okay? Raise the price. Because we're making a one-of-one thing. We're not competing on price. Because if you compete on price, it's the race to the bottom. You compete on this price. Your competitor sees that. They're competing on this price. Then you want to beat them on price. They want to beat you on price. And it's a race to the bottom. Who wants to win a war when the race is to the bottom? No one. Okay? Boom. So now I'm going to go through the magic naming formula. How will you name this product? How would you name this offer? Right? So I spent around 30 minutes doing this. Really think about it, right? So magnet, reason why. Free, rapid, exclusive, underground, whatever, right? Avatar, who is it for? Busy mums, UK creators. Goal, 6-figure launch, 5k followers in 30 days. What's the goal? What's the reason you're building this? Okay. Interval, how long will it take? 1 week, 1 weekend. Remember what I said earlier about timing, perceived time. Container, blueprint, accelerator, bootcamp. Right? Okay, so just think about those things when you go to name. You don't have to integrate all of them. I'm just saying think about them when you're naming your product. So this is the money model, right? Free gift, aka lead magnet, right? Solves one problem completely, creates hunger for a paid offer, earns trust, so turns a customer from a warm to a lead. Now this is your grand slam offer. Okay, so this main transformation, full price, guarantee, the scarcity has the free bonuses, everything here. So this is a grand slam offer. Now you want to have an upsell, and I've incorporated this. This is not the one you want most people to buy. This is going to be very select few people. Now for this upsell offer, you want this to be like 5 times the price of this one. Okay, and you want to think about it and create the product. So everything had to create grand slam offer, but for this one too. Okay, so maybe it's just a grand slam offer plus one-on-one with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. So this is an upsell. Just think about it and do the same thing with a core, but just add one key component. And then you'll see when we go to the funnel building how important this is, because I've incorporated it. It all makes sense there. Okay, so I hope this has been super useful. I've put a lot into this, so I hope it has been useful. Now we put it all together. Hope now you've got a good idea, and at this point you need to brainstorm. So I can't, because I don't know you individually. I don't know your story individually. I've given you like a nice template of how to create the best offer of all time. Get the notepad out and get brainstorming. See you later.